don't know, the upgrading of the Woo meeting when I want to start. So take me some time to upgrade.
Yes, there's some. Let me share screen first, before you share, can
Okay.
Let me share something
Stop
first. Then
share.
later I'll pass it.
Okay.
Then I'll pass the screen
Okay.
to you. So are you ready?
Yeah.
8:30 now? 8:30 and with 8 participants. Excellent.
Okay.
That's the side
Excellent.
effect of recording.
Hmm.
Okay, good evening, all the Ventros brothers and sisters, and Mr. Lee, our Lee Lao-sư, our speaker of tonight, this evening. So today we like to look into regaining youth. Actually, for many people, regaining youth is a very, very big problem, especially those that they are trying the wrong way and spending not only thousand, maybe 10,000, hundred of thousand. Sometimes some scientifically way, it may looks very effective, but then the side effect is even more, is even worse. So today, actually, regaining youth is not a dream anymore. Right? You can create a method by yourself. In fact, creating youth, I mean, if you want to regain youth, is what do you call it? It's not new, right? It's not new at all. Right? During the olden days, the emperors of China, for example, Qin Shi Huang, he sent troops to reach for the elixir of life. He want to live forever because he had conquered China at that time. So, of course, if you are the emperor of China, you want to live forever. Right? You don't want to pass on your emperor this position that you fight for somebody. That's very, very normal. And then the other king, the other emperor, Tang Taizong, he has been taken too much toxic for immorality, but then poisoned to death. So this is what happened. This not the reason. No, this is what happened to the emperor. Eventually, they have sacrificed their life, and then we learn from history. And today, you look carefully. This ambrosia, it's already started out in US, and it's charging the adults $8,000 to be injected with blood plasma from teenager people. The name ambrosia, if you translate it, is the foot of God. No, alamak, terrible. You take the young man, the teenager blood plasma and inject into your body. You call it foot of God. I think not many can afford. 8 times 4 is 32,000. And then how effective or not, and how long you need to inject it. And today, if you want to do it, also not possible because you cannot fly to US now. And this is very interesting. This has been practiced during what do you call that? Middle age in France, in Europe, especially in France. Bird poop, 小晒 bird poop. You want not? Today, you go internet, you search. There's such a facial mask, selling in internet. Victoria Beckham, Tom Cruise, Harry Styles, these are reported to be their huge fans. So I just look at all these people, then you know that how effective it is. You can try that also, but then the result, I cannot guarantee you. But to me and to us that who are in Ventros, I think, wow, Ginseng, I'm laser, and also the stem cell serum. These three are the other choice, or you want to call it best choice also. You can say it. So today we have Mr. Lee here. Mr. Lee is our nutritionist. So Mr. Lee will explain to us in detail how can we today we are using a very minimum cost and you can regain the youth for yourself from today onward, regardless that you are 50, 60, 70 or 80 years old. We have some 70 year old men now because of this free product, or we call it Sanpao, they look very fresh and young. Hello, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, Mr. Yong. I'm here. Good evening to everybody.
I can hear you cannot wait already. You already make the ding dong.
Yeah.
Okay, so without further delay, I would like to pass this time for Mr. Lee, our Lee Lao Sư, and he will share with us, not share with you, share with us how to maintain our youth. Yeah. Mr.
Okay,
Lee.
good evening.
You can have the screen. Good evening, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, good evening. So let me share my screen first. Okay, let me share my file also. Where is my file already? Okay, it's here. Okay. Okay, let me open the file. Okay. Thank you for Mr. Yo to give a very good start introduction on the topic that I'm going to go on tonight. Actually, the purpose of having this talk actually is to summarize some of the topics that we have gone through for the past few weeks, which talking about all the theory on anti-aging. Okay, because of when tossed, having a package which combine a few products for regaining youth. I have to summarize some of the things and give a very short explanation on how all these products are under the package is working in the improvement and then the restoration of youth in our body from the inner health to what we call the external appearance of us. And so far, I have been going through some of the theory and then why we get old and then how to manage to do it. But I have discussed with some of the diamonds. They give an opinion that we need to go direct from the products. So there's some of the newcomer, they will know a little bit about each of the products, how they use and what is the function, and in the process of actually how they work. So I have designed and then I come out with some brief explanation on some of the products that we have, and then when they use how it can be combined and give a very good effect on anti-aging and improvement from the inner health and then to the appearance of everyone to gain back the youthfulness that we are supposed to have. Okay, so far like what Mr. Yo say, since a few thousand years ago, all the emperor, very funny, you can see those days, the one who want to be in mortality, that means they don't want to die. All men, not because a lady like to have beauty, they don't want to get old and then they don't want to die, but mostly on those days are all the emperor because they have the power. Okay, they don't want to let go of their power. They don't want to die, so they are looking for something which some medicine or therapy which will make them live forever. But after few thousand years of searching, also they cannot find. And then in between, even some of the emperor are poisoned, by those medicine they are taking, and then they die earlier than they are supposed, to go, and then in the process of finding all this medicine, to prolong our life and then hopefully to get immortality, won't die lah. even though we can't find it, but in this process, human actually go into very deep research on what is the cause of all the aging, and then how to prevent it. And then in the modern society nowadays, we have already done all the research and study about the causes of all the aging and how to go about anti-aging. And then in this process, actually, scientists already find out human actually suppose can live for up to 125 years old, according to the genetic DNA of human. Okay, this animal human called human, they are supposed to live up to 125 years old. But so far we can't. Most of us cannot reach 125 years old because there are something wrong in between and make the earlier or premature aging is happening, and then our cells, the most basic unit of the body cannot sustain their life, and then they cannot live and then up to 125 years. And the average lifespan of a human nowadays are around 75, maybe sometime up to 80 years. 什么的 125 or maybe up to this 675. Let me check. Is there whether you all really can hear my voice or not? Okay, it seems like there is something wrong. Yeah, let me see. Okay, if you all cannot hear her, please give me a note. Can hear, if you can hear the voice, please give me a note here saying that you can hear. Otherwise, I will continue talking.
Yes, I can hear. I can hear.
Yeah. Okay. So I will, can see, can hear. I don't know why my wife informed me. Okay, my wife informed me there are somebody calling him. She say maybe my setting is something wrong. Actually, no. Sorry for that. Okay, so in average, today's people live an average of 50 years less, than we supposed to be. And then there is our duty and responsibility to get back these 50 years, because 50 years is very long. It's almost half of our lifespan, which are supposed to enjoy by us, because we have been learning and then working very hard during the earlier stage of our life, and then finally we reach maybe 670. You are starting to enjoy the life, but suddenly your life will end up at 75. You can't enjoy your life, have a very good quality the later stage of your whole life. That means up to 70 or something. And then some people, they may start to have a lot of diseases, and then drag up to 100 years, or maybe some even cannot reach 100 years. Maybe or 75, they already pass away. So scientists during this so many thousand years, they looking into the process of aging. They find out the way how we get old, and then what we are supposed to do to rectify this problem. And then they come out a lot of theory, which I have already mentioned earlier. Which at least even we can't get immortality, at least we can extend our lifespan up to the maximum that is 125 years old. And then you are supposed to live healthily, and then finish your whole life with a very strong condition, and then very clear mind, or during the age maybe 100 over years, you still can think positively, and then you do a lot of physical work, and then naturally up to the maximum age, which is supposed to be 125 years. Okay, so they find out a lot of way, and they come up with a lot of theory, and we find that, okay, Ventros, the principle of Ventros, to set up this company, one of the major objective is to provide an environment, and then to provide some source of method, okay, and then therapy to help, okay, everyone who trusts the company to regain back the youthfulness they're supposed to enjoy, by providing them with very high quality some of the medical device like I'm laser, and combine with some of the health food products which are believed, okay, to deliver all those benefit which can extend, okay, and prolong the lifespan of our cells until the maximum of 125 years. Okay, so in the process, to let us all to enjoy our life healthily and happily, or with a very good shape, very good look, from outside, and not in earlier pre-aging, and then drag in a very unhealthy body, okay, a lot of diseases, and then suffer in the later stage of our life. Okay, so this is the main purpose of Ventros, to having all these products in our line, in order to help most of our customer, those who believe in getting back this 50 years of lost life span, okay, and then enjoy a very healthy and happy life. Okay, so the I'm laser, and then CV8 and Serums are the products that we feel that can help our body to regain back our health, this youthfulness, in the process of getting improvement on the cells, repair the cell, restore the cell, and regenerate the cells. These three products can work together and give a very good and strong impact to the improvement and restoration of our health and our beauty. So we go into more detail on how it works. Okay, a simpler explanation on each part of this product it will play, okay, in the process of gaining back our health. Okay, so first of all, we recommend the use of I'm laser in this process. What is I'm laser? Actually, I'm laser is a 3-in-1 integrative medical device. Remember, it is a medical device and not a simple health device. So medical device are a device which are approved, okay, at least by FDA, Food Drug Association, and classified under this 3B category, which can be used safely, and then is benefit to improve our health, and then without any harmful side effect. So only then we can get the certification that classified under 3B and approved by FDA. So I'm laser is devices which are certified by FDA, and then it combines three special what we call the Western medication advanced technology, what we call the low-level laser therapy or cold laser therapy. I will explain later. Okay, and then secondly, it combines the Chinese acupuncture and meridian therapy, and thirdly, magnetic therapy. So it is a 3-in-1 integrative medical device. So inside there, okay, when we use the combination of these three therapy, of course, it involve a lot of theory inside, or especially like theory of immunology, okay, and then what we call the cells theory or meridian theory, and then the laser theory, which combine the Eastern ancient therapy and then Western advanced medical devices, principles, with combining with the traditional wisdom and modern technology. Okay, so it is a very complete and very effective way of giving treatment, giving restoration to our body. And this just like what I have mentioned earlier, is FDA and IEC approved and certified as Type 3B medical devices. And there are so many this certification that we have obtained for these devices, which you can really go through if you want. Okay, you can get it either from the company or from all our agent to show you all the certification. So all these certifications are internationally recognized, and they are safe to use. So this medical device and then this theory of low-level laser therapy actually actively used by some of the well-known organizations like NASA, okay, and then all the athletes under Olympic Council, or when they have injury, or when they have some surgery, okay, when they want to recover from some of the injury to reduce or to further what we call further develop their energy, stamina, they will use this low-level laser therapy. And then of course FDA approved. So in the other parts, most of the universities in the world, they have gone through a lot of study and then a lot of medical research on the therapy, the low-level laser therapy, and they have been published, and you can find a lot of all these research and medical journal in the web. Okay, you just go to Google and then you put LLT, or you may find 100,000 of all the articles and research medical report, talking about this low-level laser therapy. And then so far it already have been in the market for almost 40 to 50 years. They are well known, and they are proof to have very good effect and very good testimony on the use of arm laser to regain especially in the healing of all kinds of diseases, and then to help a lot of athletes in the process of healing from wound, from injury, and then from surgery. So what is arm laser? Arm laser is basically using the light therapy, which what we call from the spectrum of the sunlight. We have many colors in the light there. Arm laser is one of the light which the scientists have already confirmed, have done a lot of research, finding that this type of light force, what we call a light, a red light, which is 650 nanometer, smaller scale of high energy light, what we call the light of life. There are a lot of benefit this light can bring to our body, because we are staying in on the earth, and then the earth are naturally turning against the sun. So the sunlight actually will have a lot of connection with the design of our body, and a lot of function inside the body are very sensitive to the light of sun. So scientists, they have confirmed that this red light 650 nanometer, inside there it contains ingredient, what we call the photon. Okay, so here from the slide here you can see that is the structure of the photon, which is an energy. Okay, will bring a lot of reaction when the body is exposed to this kind of photon, and then especially the enzyme activity inside the body will be easily activated by exploring to this kind of light. So naturally, during the daytime, when we expose to the sunlight contain this 650 nanometer light, which will what we call promote the function of a lot of chemical reaction inside our body to happen. So photons in the sun is an energy and has a great effect and influence on the enzyme reaction of the human body and the energy production of the cells. So this is very important to expose, to this kind of light, and that is the reason why this medical device was developed, because nowadays we are trying to avoid sunlight, because a lot of reason. Maybe some people, they want to look fair, more the whitening effect, which and then to reduce pigmentation. They are trying to run away from sun, and then our habit nowadays, we are lazy, to go to have more activity in outside, and we keep on staying inside. We are exposed to the light of human made light, all the time, almost 24 hours. We are exposed to those kind of light and not the natural light. So in the end, the light will affect the production of blood, and then will affect some of the creation of the vitamin, and then it eventually make the body production of self energy getting low and cause a lot of problem inside the body. And then secondly, M laser is a device which can replace acupuncture. The light, we have 6 this what we call the laser head, which will produce 6 light coming out. One of the light are attached to a line, whereby you can use it as a needle, for activating the meridian point inside our body. And this is well developed nowadays in China, because China are good in acupuncture point to activating the meridian system inside the body, so that our blood circulation and then the qi circulation can be improved. And then nowadays we already what we call acknowledge the existence of the meridian system inside the body, because of the modern technology have discovered the quantum system, inside the whole body, and then the qi can be measured, can be seen. So the Chinese way of acupuncture and meridian system have been approved and certified the existence of this kind of qi inside the body, and there are 14 meridian qi flow inside the body, and then a lot of illness, according to Chinese meridian system, this tradition medicine, we believe that Okay, a lot of diseases and pain, okay, will occur when the meridian is not working smoothly. The flow of the qi is not doing well. So by using, okay, the IM laser, the light actually it can give, because the light is a kind of energy also, it can activate and then to what we call to strengthen, okay, the flow of the qi inside our body, and to make sure all the 14 meridian system inside or the qi system can work properly and flow properly. And this, in the other hand, in Chinese, what we call, you will feel pain when there is not uh, working smoothly all this meridian, and then all this pain and then diseases can be improved, and can be, the whole body can be restored if all this blockage can be eliminated from the system. And then by using the light is possible to make sure all the connection inside the body can be, in terms of meridian qi system, can be activating by activating all the meridian point inside the body. So beside the line coming out, which you can point anyway in the body, if you know where is the meridian point, or the watch itself, there is a point which are direct pointing on the wrist there, okay, near the wrist, which will go to the heart meridian, which will give a good improvement to the meridian qi system on the heart itself. And then from here, okay, the connection to the whole body 14, okay, meridian system can be put through, okay, the pathway can be go through, and then the blockage can be, okay, slowly removed, and then make the qi system flowing nicely inside the body. So this is how, okay, the light can be applied inside the body according to the meridian points, is the way of usage. And then the third therapy that we are using is the magnetic therapy, which you will find even using on the IM laser, the watch, you will find that they are a magnet. If you wear it, okay, without on the machine also, they will be magnetized happening. So the magnetic therapy will give effect to the magnetic field inside our body. So because all the blood will flow to the wrist there, and then every single blood cells, they have their own magnetic field also, and then the alignment of the positive, negative ion can be strengthened by using the magnetic way, okay, of therapy to strengthen it. So this has been used especially by Japanese for many 100,000 years, okay, to really improve blood circulation and to help in fighting of all kinds of pain in the body, back pain, muscle pain, and then improve inflammation. It will give a very good anti-inflammation inside the body also. Okay, so you can see a lot of study on this, a lot of books coming out from the study, especially from all the Japanese doctor. Okay, they have been working on it for so many years, and then apply in their traditional medical treatment, and they give a very a good effect on improving the health, especially improving the blood circulation. So we put in the magnetic therapy inside IM laser also, so that the effect of improving the blood circulation can be strengthened, and then the effect of anti-inflammation can be increased. Beside, okay, the use of IM laser itself will give you this kind of effect. So when the photon went into our body, okay, what will happen? Actually, this few steps will happen inside the body, and this is the reason why it improve, okay, the inner health. Okay, first of all, when the light, the photon went into our bloodstream, okay, by giving the light, actually the laser is penetrating. We use the technology of the laser to penetrate the light, so that the light can go through our skin and then our tissue and then reach, okay, the red blood cells inside the our artery or our vein, okay, inside the vessel there. So when all this light, when they go into the bloodstream, okay, first of all, it will attach on our red blood cells, and then secondly, all these what we call the photon will activating some of the enzyme which is inside the blood itself. Okay, so far we know that because the blood itself not only contain all the red blood cell, white blood cell, platelet, it contain the waste and then all the nutrient that we have digest and absorb into our body. It will go through the bloodstream, and then it will be what we call going into our liver and process, and then after that it will be pumped up and then follow the blood. Okay, all the nutrients will be delivered to all the cells, so that your cells can all get all this kind of nutrient to develop, okay, and then to further use to create energy inside the body. Okay, so because of that, some of the waste and then some of the those fat or protein which is running inside the blood, they tend to attach to the wall of the red blood cells also, and sometimes they will create a layer of this unnecessary layer of things outside the red blood cell, and cause the red blood cell, which supposed to have new electron outside layer, so that to make sure all the red blood cell won't attach together. Normally there are negative ion outside the outer of the red blood cell, so when they join together, they will bounce. Okay, they won't attach together. Okay, but if all those fat, those these are what we call the protein, and then glucose, all these unnecessary waste inside the blood, that it attach on the wall of the red blood cell, it will block. It becomes a layer. It will block the electron to function nicely. So these two, when they come together, the blood cell, they will attach together, and then once they become more and more blood cell attached together, then the blood cell cannot move smoothly, and then it will normally cause deposit. Okay, and then sometimes some of it will combine together and then cause a lot of problem inside the vessel. Okay, the development of all the plaque or unnecessary blockage on the vessel will start to begin, because the blood cells become the viscosity of the blood becomes not good. Okay, becomes very thick, like what we normally say then, and then the flow of the blood cells become very slow, so the oxygen distribution and then the nutrient become very low inside the bloodstream there, so delivery to all the cells, okay, inside the body will get lesser, okay, production of ATP, the energy inside the body. So this is the first step which the photon will help, because once it go into our bloodstream, first of all, it will activate all the enzyme activity inside the blood there, because it's supposed when all the this protein or the what we call the fats, or when they attach to the wall of the cells, red blood cells or enzyme activity is supposed to happen, and then we'll clean it off so that all the time your red blood cell is maintained in such a way that no coating, no unnecessary thing attached on the wall of the red blood cell, so to maintain the electron can function properly, and then it won't attach together. So due to certain reason, because sometimes when the waste inside the blood is too high, okay, when the blood become too thick, or maybe sometimes less lack of water inside the blood also, or will make the blood the viscosity of the blood become very low, okay, become very thick, and then this will cause the enzyme to the function of the enzyme getting very less, very slow. And then sometimes the concentration, what we call of the blood will cause this. And then sometimes the temperature of our body, if it's too cool, okay, the enzyme will start to slow down and to go into sleep also. So the photon will actually naturally, okay, the body enzyme, once it's exposed to the photon, it will be activated, and then it will wake up, okay, and then start to carry out the duty, okay, which will speed up all the chemical reaction inside the body, which will clean, okay, the blood cells itself, so that to make sure all those protein, okay, the fats, and then all the waste will not attach to the blood cell so easily. So once it get in, and then because of the activity of the enzyme will make sure it won't attach to it. Okay, so the enzyme activity inside your blood, okay, first of all, once the photon go in, it will activate it, okay, so that to make sure the blood flow will getting better. And then secondly, the charge, okay, because the light, the photon is a kind of energy also, it contains charge, will strengthen the electron on the red blood cell also. So indirectly, it will make sure all this electron outside the red blood cell will get stronger. So eventually, it will help them to maintain, or it won't attach together. Okay, so this will give a very, very big, good effect in make sure the blood won't attach together. And then this is the first step in improving our health, because we know that if you want to maintain the cells to get healthier, first of all, you must supply oxygen, nutrient to the cells, and then this must be done by having a very good blood circulation. So this is the first step to help there is to cleanse, okay, to blood cell, okay, so that to make sure the blood cell won't attach together, and with the help of by having more water, then the flow of the blood will get very smooth, and then it will relieve some of the burden of your heart, so that the heart don't have to pump so hard, and then your blood pressure will go lower down because it's easier to pump, okay, to make sure all the oxygen and nutrient can be supplied to the cells more effectively. And then, so the second step will happen once the oxygen and the nutrient and all these photon are delivered to the cells. So in our cells, there are mitochondria which are supposed, okay, to produce this energy inside the cells. Okay, when all these can be carried out with the activation of one enzyme, which we call the mitochondria, outside the mitochondria, which is called the cytochrome oxidase C. Okay, this enzyme will be activated by the photon also. So once the light is going through and then reach the cells, it enter into the cells in the mitochondria there, or it will activating all these enzymes, and then make the mitochondria, okay, to use, okay, the oxygen, the nutrient that we supplies, and then water to create energy inside the mitochondria. Okay, so mitochondria will produce energy in the form of ATP. Okay, this is the second step. This ATP are the energy that need to maintain the healthy life of the cells. Very, very important. Nowadays, our cells cannot live in a very healthy environment, and then the cells cannot actually uh, live up to the maximum of the lifespan. Okay, it's supposed to have, and then the DNA sometimes are not protected well because the lack of energy in the cells itself. Okay, easily some of the virus and then some of the environment change will affect the DNA inside the cells and cause the DNA change in the cells, and this will cause a lot of diseases inside the cells. Okay, so when the second step is not performed well, of course the third stage our cells will get weak, and then some of the cell metabolic will go slow, and then toxin accumulation will happen inside the cells. Cell cannot expel the toxin which is supposed shouldn't carry inside the cell, and slowly all these toxin will affect the performance of the function of the cells, and slowly the cells a lot of cells have this kind of problem, and then eventually all our organs are made from cells, and then it will affect the performance of the cells. So by inputting the photon into the body, we can increase the cells activity, the cells production of the energy to protect the cells. So eventually all these cells are well protected, and then the life of the cells are prolonged. Then the organs will get the benefit. All the cells inside the organ become stronger, are strengthened. Okay, the function of the body, the organs can be carried out properly. Okay, nowadays we have diseases like liver disease, lung disease, heart disease, because of the function of all these organs is not performing in a proper way, due to the cells is not in good shape, is not performed its function nicely. Okay, is deteriorate in terms of volume, and then in terms of strength of the cells. So by giving the photon, we will eventually improve all kinds of organs. Okay, because we are improving the cells activity, and then the strength, the energy of the cells inside the organs. Okay, so all these organs, one was restored into the condition which is supposed to have. Okay, so then the function will come back, and then it will work nicely. Then the coordination between all the system, tissue, and all these organs is it forms all the system inside the body. We got so many systems like blood circulation system, or hormone system, nervous system, our digest system. They all combining all kinds of organs and tissue inside the body, okay, to make sure the whole body can work nicely. What we call when the various body system can coordinate nicely, okay, the life activity is running smoothly. There is our life. Okay, if all these systems cannot coordinate nicely, then of course we will have some problem. Okay, so the improvement of self energy will enhance the function of our cells, and then strengthens the overall function of human organs, and balance the various body system. Okay, so this is an overall improvement inside the body, and eventually it will help improve the inner doctor, what we call the inner doctor. So far we like to say the best doctor in the world is our inner doctor. The inner doctor is the combination of the coordination of all the various body system inside the body, which one of the system is to healing your body during night time. which will involve the coordination between your stem cells, all your glands, the human growth hormone, okay, all the human growth factors, and then the coordination of your blood circulation, all the nutrient can be transported, okay, and then the cells can be regenerate, new cells can be made, okay, by going through the coordination inside the body. There is what we call your self-healing system inside the body, the inner self-healing, and normally we describe it as your inner doctor. So your inner doctor is the best doctor inside the world. Okay, so this is the simple explanation on IM laser. Is using the light, okay, 650 nanometer, okay, wave, okay, and then when it went into the body, okay, photobiostimulation will happen, or it will activate not only the enzyme inside the blood, which will cleanse your blood or the red blood cells, or inside the cells, or in the mitochondria, the cytochrome C, okay, enzyme will be activated, and then inside the mitochondria, activity or production of energy will happen, and then eventually ATP will be produced, and then this is the form of storing the energy inside the body. And then there's a very strong property we call the nitric oxide will be produced too, and ROS, and then these two are very strong transmitting agent in the nervous system, so we will give very good improvement on the activating of the nervous system in our body too. And then nitric oxide also a very strong property in improving, in cleansing the blood vessel, okay, and then strengthen the elasticity of all the vessel, and it will make sure the whole system of the blood circulation system, or in terms of blood itself, and then up to the blood vessel can be improved, okay, and then it's a very strong antioxidant property also, okay. So by using this, it can overall improve, restore, and then repair our cells, and then so the use of IM laser not is overall giving all kinds of benefit to the body, okay, from the very basic, okay, improvement of your digestion, okay, your blood flow, okay, so you have a better blood flow, and then slowly improve all the organs inside the body, from your heart, your liver, your pancreas, and then slowly it will give a very good effect to the system function. So it will improve the nervous system, and then the reactivating of all the gland, so all your system, the release of the hormone and internal circulation can be improved by using IM laser, and then the whole system can be coordinate and then work in a very harmony and very efficient way, okay, so that after using for a certain period, okay, the whole system can be activated, and then you will feel more powerful, okay, more energetic, okay, and feel stamina wise will be improved strongly, and your overall immune system can be improved in such a way. So this is the basic function of IM laser in helping our body. First of all, improve the blood, okay. Secondly, increase the distribution of oxygen and nutrient to the body, and thirdly, improve the absorption of all these nutrient into the cells, and the efficiency of the cells on performing and production of cells energy, what we call the ATP, and slowly improve the function of the organs and the system inside the body, and eventually it give an overall effect on the body. So the use of IM laser already being a lot of study already being carried out during the past almost 40 to 50 years, and a lot of book on the study, and then the medical journal published inside in all the this medical association, and then they are certified, okay, and then they are confirmed, uh, clinical study proven they will give very good help to these 8 major body system, okay, what we call the circulatory, heart, all those system, and then our lymph system, and then immune system, okay, nervous system, our hormone system, and then digest system, and then our reproductive system, okay, and then our, of course, the tissue, and then all the bone, and then urination, and the what we call the antioxidant, and then the energy system inside the body. Because of the improvement on all these system, it will eventually will help 80 types of health issues inside the body. Okay, so this is a very good start if you are using IM laser, because to maintain a good health, the basic things that we must first achieve is to make sure that you have very good blood circulation in the body first, and then this is what IM laser can help. And then secondly, it will increase the absorption and then the production of energy inside the body. So this is very important. And then it increase the absorption of all the cells in the body, so that when you apply and then when you provide some of the nutrient that the body needs, eventually will be absorbed better inside the body, and increase, okay, the use of all the nutrient that we supply, and even some of the medication that we are taking, eventually by combining the use of IM laser, okay, we can see sometimes the effect of all the nutrient that we supply, and then some of the medication that we are taking, they will bring more a greater effect inside the body. So sometimes if you are, especially for those who are taking warfarin, who are taking this what we call aspirin to thinning, okay, their blood one, when they start how to use IM laser, they have to monitor the dosage of all this medication also, because IM laser will have the kind of effect in helping to thinning, okay, the blood also, because it can help to cleanse, okay, the blood cells inside the body. And okay, because CV8 also will have this kind of effect, because CV8, one of the ingredient, which one of the ginseng noxide provided by the ginseng, wild ginseng inside the CV8 will have very strong effect, like warfarin, and then like aspirin also, which will have effect on making the blood thinner. Okay, so if we combine these two together, we have a chance to reduce the dosage of using some of the all this medicine. You can slowly, okay, in the process of using IM laser and CV8, slowly with the advice of your medical doctor, to reduce some of this medicine. Okay, we have a lot of patients doing this. After they carry out this kind of therapy, they slowly can reduce the dosage of the medicine they are using, and finally, after a period of time, they can get rid of those kind of medicine. Okay, there are so many cases like this, but of course, we don't advise you to stop your medicine without the permission from your doctor, and you shouldn't depends on IM laser and then CV8, then you stop totally all your medication, because this therapy, they need times to improve some of the function of the cells inside the body. And during this period, you need the help of your medication to control some of the symptom that you have. Let's say you got blood pressure. Okay, you have to improve the elasticity of your blood vessel. You have to cleanse your blood slowly by improving your liver. This will take some time. So during the period, okay, without the help of the medicine, sometimes maybe your blood pressure will goes up. Okay, and then eventually you find that, and you will blame that the laser didn't give you the necessary effect of reducing, okay, your blood pressure, because it need times, okay, to make it happen, because it need to repair your cell, okay, inside the body, okay, especially like the cells. Let's say even our skin, okay, the skin cell will take 120 days to renew each time. Okay, that means the old skin will go away, and the new skin will born again after 122 days. Okay, and then those cells inside our organs, sometimes it might take longer times to produce, and then to activating some of the glands like your growth factors or growth hormones, okay, which are those factors are the things responsible to inform, okay, the body to repair certain cells, and then the coordination of the stem cells inside the body. All these need sometimes to activate the function to happen inside the body. Okay, so during that period, you shouldn't stop all the medicine, and to make it very difficult to improve the condition. Okay, so that is my advice. So this CV8 will give very strong impact in the improving of our blood circulation also, because of the ginseng nut side will have very good effect on this. So the main ingredient inside CV8 is wild ginseng, and then the very expensive and value of the ginseng nut side make this product really effective in improving and restore our cells. So the creation of CV8 actually is done by this research institute. Okay, there is under the Chinese Academy of Science, Ventros, and then there's a company we call the Plantel in Korea, which is specialized in the extract what we call the production of this CMC. It means the wild ginseng, this stem cells, ginseng leucite, all those are produced by this company, and this is the only one, and then the first one in the world who have this technique and then technology to be able to filter to get the stem cells from the wild ginseng lively, okay, and then have this technology to produce, okay, and then to reproduce, okay, all these stem cell in a very mass scale, so that and then to have the technology to further, okay, make all these stem cells to produce all kinds of phytochemical, which only wild ginseng will have, and which are very difficult to get, okay, from other resources. Only wild ginseng will have this kind of phytochemical inside it, okay, which we call the ginseng oxide. There are so many, or especially some rare ginseng oxide, only those very old wild ginseng can produce. And then therefore this technique and then this skill of extracting, I call it extracting, but there's a process. They are not extracting, they are filtering, okay, the plant stem cells directly from the wild ginseng. This is a very high-tech technology. And then this plantel is the only one and the first one in the world to have this technique. And then this technique are patented. The whole global patent. There are almost 66 patents in the world. Okay, 64 already patented. Okay, registered. And then another 22 are in the progress. Okay, and then so these are the first way of extracting plant stem cells, and then this stem cell can be stored in a stem cell bank, which they have already done in China, to build a bank which they store all the stem cells from all kinds of valuable, all the plant, which very difficult, which are almost cannot find one. Okay, like all this wild ginseng, they are very rare and very difficult to find already. Okay, and then some maybe they are very expensive if they want to extract those property, okay, from all kinds of plant. So now we have the chance of storing and then further develop, okay, in a vast skill, okay, to produce all these very effective and valuable phytochemical properties to be used, okay, in all kinds of areas, like making medicine, or to produce some of the health food, which will really helping in anti-aging, okay, in improving our health. Okay, so these are really a very what we could useful in the future, especially like Chinese, we use a lot of herbs. Okay, how to maintain and then reserve all these herbs, and then to make use of all those very rare plant, okay, in the future, and then to make sure all this extraction, which if they extract from the plant, it takes it will be very costly. Then they can use this technology of plant stem cells from the plant, so that to further, okay, to develop and then to what we call to clone, okay, the stem cells to further produce all the phytochemical that we need, okay, to make the material for all the health food products. So we are combining with this plantel in Korea, and then there's one university from Sydney University. So therefore, okay, they formed this research institute, what we call the Cell Vitality and Molecular Genetic Research Institute. And then this is the first products come out, okay, with the help from all this research, okay, from all this research center. Okay, so eventually we are able to use wild ginseng. All the while we know wild ginseng will give a lot of benefit to our human body, especially you can see from those days, all the emperor, they are taking wild ginseng to make sure can prolong their life. Okay, because during that time, all the emperor, they can live, or some majority of them can live up to maybe 40 years old, very short. Okay, only a few exception like Quanlong, okay, who can live up to almost 90 years old, because he is taking a lot of this wild ginseng, because he found out the wild ginseng will give very good effect of this effect in improving the health. And then he has been taking almost 300 over this wild ginseng. Okay, and then of course emperor can get all the very old age of wild ginseng, which will give very good effect. Okay, but wild ginseng nowadays is too costly. That's why even though we know, okay, wild ginseng will really give very good effect to improve our health. We can't afford, okay, to make wild ginseng as the raw material, okay, in all kinds of health food, or in becomes one of the herbs that we are taking to improve our health, because it's too costly nowadays. Mostly all the ginseng that we are taking are man plant on. Okay, we plant the things, and then we are taking maybe 5 or 6 years to plant it, and then we are using fertilizer sometimes. Okay, and then it grows very fast, but the ginseng oxide content cannot be compared to the wild ginseng. Okay, that's why the cost will be totally different. So far, I know there is one wild ginseng auction in this China there in the year of 2000, 2001, 2, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Auction out the weight of the wild ginseng is 265 gram only. Okay, something like that. Just for your information, wild ginseng will grow every year about 3 gram only. So to get a 265 grams wild ginseng, it would take almost 100 years to grow. Okay, so the wild ginseng that we are using are 80 years old wild ginseng. Okay, is very costly. And then this 265 gram wild ginseng auction out, okay, almost 1 million. Okay, one piece only. Okay, so it's quite impossible for ordinary men to take wild ginseng as one of the herbs to cook and then let you eat. And then remember, once you eat, then finish. And then if you go according to the research, the active property inside the wild ginseng, even one piece like 265, if you extract the active property, it wouldn't be more than, I think it wouldn't be more than 10 grams, I think. Okay, so very difficult to get the active properties inside the wild ginseng if you go according to the extraction. And then you have to plant for so long. Okay, it's impossible. You have to harvest wild ginseng after so many years of planting. Only you can get is not, the cost will be too high. That's why all the while it's difficult to get wild ginseng as the main ingredient. Okay, the source is very limited. We cannot use in all the health food production. But after the creation of this stem cell reproduction, okay, and then the property of the ginseng oxide, all those phytochemical can be produced by using this technology. Nowadays, we are able to get this wild ginseng more conveniently, and the cost will not be as high as those days. Okay, so this is the reason. Okay, wild ginseng has been selected, and then this is the plantel, the one and the only one. And then you can see the facilities which actually Ventros went and visit the plant in Korea last year. I think last year. Okay, and then they have tried the product, and then we actually launching the products this year, but unfortunately it's during MCO, but we managed to introduce the things, and then to get very good response, because by combine using of ion laser and then CV8, it gives very good very strong impact to all kinds of improvement inside the body. And sometimes the effect is out of our expectation, above our expectation. And then because all this wild ginseng contain all kinds of this ginseng oxide. These are some of the ginseng oxide it contains. And then as far as we know, all this ginseng oxide will give very strong effect in terms of improving the production of blood, Later I explain in detail. Okay, if you want to know what kind of ginseng losai inside, how you can go through this diagram, or you get the list from our company. Okay, I just like to let you know, like RG1, RH1, RH, these are the ginseng losai, which only contain inside ginseng losai, inside ginseng, and especially some of the rare ginseng losai only. Okay, those wild ginseng and very old wild ginseng will produce, the content will be higher. Okay, so by using stem cell technology, we are able to make it in a big scale. Now you can see how the container like this. Okay, all the stem cell that produce or inside. Okay, or one tank like this is equivalent is 250 liter lah. Is equivalent to the active property is contains inside 75,000 pieces of ginseng, wild ginseng. So we call from one, or it can be replicate to many, even that's why we put infinity. Okay, almost 75,000 pieces. From one pieces it becomes 75,000 pieces. So in this way we are able to make all these active ingredient in a very big scale. Okay, and then to preserve all these ingredient in a very proper manner. Okay, and then very stable and consistent, and then we can produce in a big volume, and then it contains very very high all these phytochemical, the ginseng oxide inside. Okay, so eventually the ginseng oxide can give a lot of benefit to our body inside the body. So this is the wild ginseng inside the body, and then this is the main property, and then this is the core ingredient in this CV8, and then a lot of miracle effect that it bring because of this ginseng oxide inside the body. But beside that, to make sure all these ginseng oxide can be preserved in a very good manner, we mix it with a formula, and then we add in this cipaton, because some of the ginseng oxide they have to combine with some oil, fatty acid, to enable it to be absorbed in the body. So we have to use cipaton, and then beside having all the essential fatty acid inside the body, the body need, cipaton also contain all kinds of amino acid, the essential amino acid that we need inside the body. So it becomes one of the major ingredient, the nutrient that the cells need in improving, in repairing, and then regenerating some of the cells inside the body. We need the use of essential fatty acid also, especially the production of blood cell, the brain cells, the membrane. All these they need essential fatty acid to function nicely, and then all the while we didn't take the right fat. We normally take those fat from animal fat, which contain sometimes what we call the saturated fat is too high, unsaturated fat is too low. All these essential fatty acid maybe is not balanced inside the body. By giving cipaton, it will give you a health, or by providing you a balance of all these essential fatty acid and then amino acid to the body. And beside that, it also provide all kinds of vitamin, A, C, E, and then minerals, calcium, magnesium, potassium, all these natrium, contain trace mineral. All the mineral that we need inside the body, actually from cipaton you can find. 8, okay, especially vitamin and minerals or inside that. So Sipaton is a very good antioxidant. It contains very high antioxidant also because it contains almost 190 types of active ingredient inside it. Okay, like ginseng losai, what we call the Sipaton also have its own phytochemical which are very strong in antioxidant. So it can help in antioxidant, anti-aging, improving our immune system, protecting our heart, and then improving our nervous system, reducing blood sugar, and then cholesterol, and then of course improving the activity of all the stem cells inside the body. Okay, so this aronia berry is the other ingredient that we have included it in. As far as we know that some of these, if in what we call the Chinese meridian tradition medication, all this berry will have a very good effect on the treatment of the liver. Okay, what we call it will help to bring to give a very good effect to the promotion of the activation of all the cells inside the liver. Okay, and ginseng losai also has been tested and confirmed to have very strong effect in improving the cells inside the liver. Okay, so all the berries we know, or it contains all kinds of OPC, okay, which are very high in antioxidant, okay, and then vitamin C, okay, improving our circulation system, our what we call the breathing, digest system, okay, improve, okay, our especially the stomach, protecting heart cells, okay, and then it can help repairing the DNA, okay, damage on the DNA, protecting our liver, okay, and then improving the all the damages it brings due to the use of chemical pollution, all this. Okay, so overall, aronia berry is the king of berry, or it contains very high antioxidant, so it can help the body, especially in terms of whitening, in terms of improving, like especially the nerve system, and then repairing, protecting all the vessel. Okay, it gives a very good effect also. So promulgated these fruits, okay, is king of the fruits. It contains very high vitamin, okay, especially A, E, C, K, okay, especially the K is very strong in the control, okay, and then the production of our palate, and then the function of the palate, and then it improve our digestion also, reduce high blood pressure, cholesterol, anti-aging, and then especially good in anti-inflammation, and then improve of healthy heart. So by the combination of these three very strong, very good source of all kinds of nutrient, vitamin, minerals, we are able to give a very complete source of nutrient to the body. So during the process, by using IM laser to increase the absorption of all the cells, providing all these ingredients to the body, the cells will absorb the things effectively, and then make use of all the all these ingredients to improve all the cells activity, and then finally they bring a very good effect into the body. Okay, beside that, okay, from the outside, we encourage you to use our CMC serum, okay, which the core ingredient are also, okay, the blood stem cell, okay, the wild ginseng stem cell concentrated serum, okay, which we add in all kinds of antioxidant property inside to help from the outer, so that the absorption by your skin cells, it can improve in a very short period, activating the function of all the cells inside the outer layer, okay, near the skin there, so that the metabolic can be improved, the elasticity can be improved strongly, then the power of maintaining water, okay, will be stronger in all these cells. So to make sure the brightness, the vibrance of the cells can be improved in a shorter period. And then we provide all the amino acid inside the serum, so that the elasticity, the texture of the skin will be improved in a very short period. So by using from the outside to go to absorb into it, eventually it will bring the effect of whitening, okay, taking away some of the those pigmentation produced, and then it will lift up all the muscle, okay, because tightening of your skin, and then the texture will be more fine, and then all the wrinkle will slowly go away, and then from the outer you will see the improvement of your beauty will eventually go to make you look younger, maybe 10 years, 15 years. Okay, so the combination of these three products, okay, it is actually helping from the inner health by using IM laser and the combination of CV8, all the ingredients that it produce. Okay, eventually all the organs inside the body can be improved. So these are some of the effect after you go through, and then these are some of the effect that the serums will bring. Nourish your skin, freckle whitening, or eliminate fine lines, this ruddy complexion, okay, beauty moisturizer, tender and firm your skin from the outside, okay, and then by having all this is overall from the inner health, okay, all the organs will be improved to the outer appearance or the beauty effect will be happening. Okay, so far we know that aging is because of this oxidation, and then the theory of toxin. Okay, by having the use of IM laser and then the serum and the CV8, okay, it gives you a very strong antioxidant effect. Okay, so we know that if we let the free radical running inside the body, it will eventually give a very bad effect in oxidation of the cells inside the body. And sometimes the experiments show that by exposing to the sunlight one day, few hours for 8 weeks, okay, a protected hands and unprotected hands, you will see a difference of almost 50 years, okay, of aging. Okay, so this is the effect of oxidation happening inside the body. So if the hand will look like this, or the inside our organs will become premature as well as this, and again aging like this. So the function becomes less 50 years. Okay, the life is shortened by the 50 years. There is common because 8 weeks exposed to it or will have this kind of effect already. If 50 years exposed to very strong and not protected inside the body, of course, our lifespan of the cells will shorten by 50 years. Okay, so by giving very strong antioxidant, it can be improved and protected on the cells. And then the second theory is the what we call the cell poisoning, because the toxin inside the body which cause the cells in an environment which are too acidic because of the toxin didn't eliminate from the body so easily, and then slowly all the toxin will affect the performance of the cells, or it will deposit in the cells and then damage the cell, and eventually the cells get premature aging. And then some of this toxin maybe will be in your bloodstream, and then your liver will be burdened, but the liver have to filter all this toxin thing inside the circulation system, and then it will make the circulation become very slow. The production, the distribution of your blood becomes slow. Oxygen and nutrient deliver to the cells become lower, and eventually it affect all the cells performance, and then premature will happen. So to improve it by running, by using the IM laser, and then by providing all kinds of nutrients that we need, we give very good effect in reverse back all these things that happen inside the body. Okay, so number one, by supplying super strong antioxidant, which we already mentioned, because CV8, the combination of all these ingredients, the Sepaton, Aronia, berry, promulgated fruit, and then the Ginseng mossite, they all contain very high antioxidant property. And the use of IM laser will produce, in the process of using it, will produce nitric oxide, which are very strong in antioxidant also. And then, of course, from the outside, we apply the serum, which contain all kinds of active ingredient from the ginseng also. So this is the one of the way that by using the combination of these three, eventually will help the DNA to be repaired, especially the DNA part, which what we call the this one, the wording termalin, in the DNA, whereby this is to in charge on the split of the cells. From one cells we can split into 2 and then into 4 into 8. But every times of splitting, the termalin will get shorter in the DNA there. Without refurnish or reverse back some of the property, it will get shorter and shorter. Eventually, when this termalin finish, then the cells cannot be split further, then the cell will die off. And then this is one of the reason, why our cells get premature, because the cells, the termalin cannot be maintained properly, and then eventually the cell die before, cannot be further produced or further split, in a proper manner, and then it die earlier, then our life of our human become shorter. So by using this wild ginseng, it have a very strong effect in replenish and then repair and improve this part of the DNA inside the cells. So after using it, of course, it can prolong the life of the cells, and then make sure the cells can maintain in a very young, youthful condition, environment, and then you will look younger, and then our life can be extended to further 50 years. And then it also find that it can eventually help, especially the production of the blood cell, like our white blood cell and red blood cell. So for those who are low in red blood cell, by using I'm laser, it can activating the production of the marrow, and then by giving all kinds of ingredient that will help production of the blood cells. Eventually you will increase your red blood cell, and then your white blood cell also. White blood cell is talking about the immune system. They are all produced in your marrow there. And then wild ginseng, the study of wild ginseng also proven it will give very significant enhancing immune activity and help improve overall immunity inside our body. So wild ginseng also have a chance to repair, improve, like earlier we mentioned the DNA structure inside the cells. So we have a chance of repairing some of the cells, especially the white blood cells, which cause self-immune disorder, which lead to illness like SLE, illness like some of the inflammation, and then sensitive body. There is disorder of our immune system, which are sometimes relate to the DNA inside the immune system, like our NK cells, our this other macrophage or our B cells in the body, which especially the B cells are the cells of which in charge to record all those invasion of the bacteria or the viruses, and then the immune that we are supposed to produce. The short wire or the damage on the DNA of all these B cells might lead to immune disorder and cause a lot of problem. So by providing all the ginseng site, okay, which can be used, okay, to repair, to help repair the DNA which damaged by all kinds of reasons, especially and this free radical attack. Okay, it can be reversed back, and it will be very helpful in this kind of illness. Okay, so these are one of the study in the improvement of the marrow cells. Okay, and then it will help eventually in the production of all the red blood cells and the white blood cell inside the body. And then this the one of the report study on the increase in the NK cells. There's the natural killer cells, which are very important in the function of our immune system. And then this is another one, the lympha and the cell proliferation. Okay, the lympha node or the activity inside the lympha node will be increased, okay, by taking ginseng rodside. Of course, by having an increased, a stronger this immune system, we can fight against cancer more effectively. Besides that, all these property, active ingredient in the wild ginseng, okay, will have very strong effect in depression, in depress the production, the growing of some of the tumor, of some of the cancer cell inside the body. Okay, the ginseng oxide in ginseng, ginseng polysaccharides, ginseng various phytochemicals, and then ginseng essential oil properties, they are all, okay, have very strong effect. Okay, these substances have a certain inhibitory effect on tumors, while ginseng stem cell can induce the death of cancer cells and inhibit the formation of blood vessels in cancer cells, greatly inducing the risk of cancer and reducing the side effect caused by radiation and chemotherapy. So these are a very, very important point, okay, for those having cancer, those cancer patients going through chemotherapy or radiotherapy, where they need a lot of support on immune system and then on strengthen of their normal cells, then ginseng property is one of their choice, because ginseng all these active ingredient will have very, very good result improving the anti-cancer effect inside all the cells, and then to strengthen our own immune system also, and then it will give a very good effect in the production of our blood cells, and then this is one of the highest destroying of chemotherapy inside the body. When we apply to our blood cells tend to be destroyed by the chemical also. And then eventually, if we are not be able to produce new red blood cell in time, sometimes even if you want to carry out chemotherapy also cannot be done. Okay, so that's why every time before you carry out chemotherapy, you have to go through a blood test to make sure you have sufficient blood cells to fight to maintain the delivery of your oxygen, and then the function of the body after the effect of all the chemical reaction on the chemotherapy. Okay, so eventually improve all the function of your organs, and then especially our liver, and then liver is the major detoxification system inside the body, and then this is the organ in charge on detoxification of all the toxin methods inside the blood. So we have to take care it nicely, and then our colon is the places, and then this the largest organs in eliminating those wastage from the digest system. So we have to make sure these two places will function nicely, okay, and then will do the process of detoxification of blood nicely, and then eliminate waste nicely by having a very good bowel movement, so that toxin won't be reabsorbed from your colon to minimize the acidation of your whole body, okay, so that the body can be in a very clean stage, okay, and then eventually will help to have a better immune system to stabilize the activity of your immune system. And then by having the improvement on all the organs inside the body, eventually it will help the function of all the system, okay, having a better sleep, and then it will balance up, stabilize the secretion of all the hormones, especially the human factor, human growth hormone, and your melatonin, which will help you to promote a better sleep. Eventually will help you to repair your body in a better, effective way. Okay, so this is an overall effect that will the bacteria will give you. So there's a test, okay, on the effect of the liver function. The liver cells can be improved by taking CV8. It gives you a very strong effect in improving all the function of your liver, and then it help your pancreas to increase its activity, and then to balance your blood sugar also. Okay, not only the ginseng loci or the cipaton, the berry also will have this kind of a strong effect, because some of the damage on the pancreas cell might lead to because of oxidation, damage the cells. Antioxidant is one of the reason to reverse back the cells inside. And then beside that, of course, the activity of activation of all the stem cell inside the body can further improve the generating of new cell inside your pancreas and improve the function of the pancreas. And beside that, the ginseng loci also can have the effect of like insulin. Okay, so it gives a very, very good or strong effect on balancing the blood sugar inside our body. Okay, so number 6, okay, we can see the overall blood circulation will be improved by having a better flow of the blood, and then strengthen your blood vessel by providing the nitric oxide given by the use of IM laser, and then the active ingredient provide, and then the full nutrient provided by CV8 eventually will improve the elasticity, okay, of your vein and your artery, all those. Okay, this improve blood circulation, blood quality, elasticity of your blood vessel, and improve your blood flow. Okay, and then you can see if we go through a blood test, live blood analysis, you can see after using IM laser, the blood cells will open up, and then before that it will clumps up. Okay, it will attach together, very difficult to flow. Okay, inactive, and then after using half an hour, okay, it will opens up alone. By using IM laser will give you this kind of effect, because the activation of the enzyme inside your body, okay, will give this kind of effect by cleansing the blood cell. But some of the people, they are lack of enzyme inside the body. Okay, by combination of CV8 will provide you very good live enzyme also, which will help the cleansing of the blood cell eventually. So the combination will give you an effect, infinity effect, not only double up like IM laser 1 + 1 CV8 you will get 2. No, the effect will be 11 if you you add up with serum. Okay, the effect will be not triple, it will be really multiply and get into a infinity effect on regaining the youthfulness inside our body. And then number 7, by having the combination use of this package, okay, we can help promote growth factor, or by having good sleep, or improving the brain activity. This is the pituitary gland, and then the pineal gland will be improved, and then the growth hormone circulation will be stable. Okay, and then the activation of a stem cell inside the body can be activated by using the light, and our stem cell, okay, the wild ginseng stem cell will have the very strong effect in activating our own stem cell activity also. So by having, okay, the function of the growth factor and these stem cells, we will be able, especially at night when you go into sleep, the repairing can be done, and then regenerating of new cells can be carried out by the stem cells, and then this will eventually repair all kinds of cells inside the body, your neuron cells, okay, your brain cells, okay, your heart cell, your lung cells, okay, your muscle cells. Okay, then they give you an overall improvement on all the system inside the body. Okay, so this is how IM laser function. And then last, from outside, when we apply further apply the serum, it will give you the whitening and spot removal, fat reduction. Okay, because by having the function of increasing the metabolic of the overall in the body, will give you an effect on slimming effect. Of course, okay, you have to combine with proper diet, and then in the long run, okay, it will give a very good effect because it helps to cleanse the body, and it will bring you the effect of reducing the water retention inside the body, and then it increase the activity of your liver, and then your metabolic. It will increase the use of all these fats inside the body to reduce. All this will eventually bring you the effect of slimming. And then from outside, of course, wrinkle removal, whitening, spot removal will bring you the beauty effect that you need, you want, or in so far, eventually will be achieved by using eye laser. Okay, we hope by having the package, by using for around 3 months, okay, from the inner health, it can be improved, strengthen all the organs and stabilize, balancing the hormone circulation in your body to provide you with a very good sleep, and then very strong activity of your growth factor and your stem cells, okay, to provide, to regenerating and repair all the cell inside the body, and then eventually, okay, with the combination of the serum's effect on the skin, okay, finally you will look 10 or 20 years younger. Okay, of course, 3 months, if it will bring you the effects of 1 or 2 years, or then you will be happy enough. Okay, continue using. Of course, eventually your cells will get back healthier, and then grow back in a quantity which is in a greater scale. Okay, and then eventually it will reverse back your outlook and stamina, and then your health level. Then you have enjoy again, okay, the 50 years, okay, which earlier, if you did take proper steps to prevent it, eventually it will cause the damage to our cells, and then we will live 50 years less. Okay, by having a proper control, a proper step to regain back. After a certain period, we will definitely regain, repair all the cells inside the body and prolong the life of the cells. Okay, and then eventually we have a chance to get back the 50 years that we have lost. Okay, so this is the effect by combining the three of it. Okay, so that it gives a very strong impact and improvement to the cells inside the body by improving, repairing, okay, and then regenerating all the cells. We have the chance, okay, to regain back the youthfulness, okay, and then to get back the youth. It's not a dream anymore. Okay, it can be done, and then from inner health to our outer external appearance, it can be improved. Regaining youth is no longer a dream. Okay, so this is simple, and I hope it will help you in understanding the package and the reason why we encourage you to combine all these three, because one plus one plus one is not equal to 3. Maybe it will equal to 111. Okay, or maybe it will go to infinity, like what the Ginseng Lord say. Okay, from 1 it become infinity. Okay, so by combining all these three, it will give you infinity inner health, and then the beauty effect to be happen to you. Okay, thank you. My sharing is up to here. So I pass back to the facilitator. Okay, so I have a little bit of time to answer your question, and then I hope you can even shorten the explanation can help you to explain easier to your customer in each type of the products, and then the combination of the use of it and how it give effect inside the body. Okay, I hope you can make full use of this. If you need some of the slide inside here, you can WhatsApp me. I can send you some of the details so that you can make use of to shorten it. because I feel that you can shorten it because you don't have to sometimes relate to too many things. Then you can shorten it. Maybe you can explain it within half an hour, okay, or 45 minutes, the whole package, so that to be more effective in approaching your customer, or maybe in the process you learn how to explain the M laser within 15 minutes, okay, because we have three, and then I explain the overall. That's why it takes me around 1.5 hours to explain. Okay, thank you. I share up to here, and then hopefully there are questions from you all, okay, so that I can further give some explanation on that. Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Thank you, our Lee 老师. So it's quite easy now. Yeah, we went through. You have 1 + 1 + 1 = triple 1. Pretty easy. So when we were in school, we like to say what we like to say. I slap you inside out. So now with this iron laser, CV8, and also the CMC serum, you can slap the toxin from your body inside out. So this is a very good way to clear yourself. So okay. So now we leave the time to every one of you. If you have any question, then you can you can either unmute yourself, or you can also type, and Mr. Lee will try to answer you. Okay, we open the time to the floor. Hello. So it's about 10:25 now. Hopefully you can have ask some question for yourself or for your friends. All questions are welcome. I see. Rebecca was asking, can serum be used around the eye area? Oh.
I think of course can be used. Why cannot be used? The eye area? Of course cannot use in the eye lah. Outside the eye, of course you can use it. Okay. Hello. Okay. Can serum be used around the eye area? Of course can use. Okay. It will bring effect onto the skin there, but you are not using inside the eye, but okay, the whole face can use. Why cannot use? Yeah lah, yeah. That's the reason to reduce the wrinkle the 鱼尾纹this around the eye
Oh. Yeah. Mr. Lee, actually
Yeah,
I told my downline can use, but he want the answer from the speaker.
Oh, I see.
I told the person that he's a guy lah, but he say he want the speaker to answer it. Okay.
So there is the purpose of apply to reduce the wrinkle. So the wrinkle normally will be near the area of the eye one. Okay, so you can use definitely. Okay. Yeah, so apply more. Okay, to reduce the eye bag, and then the wrinkle there, the fine line, especially the fine line, normally it will appear there. Okay, so there is the part normally some people you see from very far, you feel he's very young, but very close you can see the fine line, okay, near the eye there. Okay, so by using the serum it can be reduced.
That's a very good question from guy, not from the girls. That caused a bit surprise.
Hey, remember those days in those emperor are all guy not girl. The one who want to live longer, look younger one are guy.
Wow, guy also now want to look now to I'm conscious of their face I want to look like nice their face shining reduce the wrinkle. Guys also
Yeah lah.
want to look good.
No, because guy
look good,
once they can control the things they want to live younger and look healthier. They want to
Yeah.
enjoy like the emperor.
Wow.
Okay, any more questions?
Okay, so if no question, I hope all you all can really learn from the explanation that I've carried out this today by repeat this video. Okay, listen to it properly and then develop the skill of explaining the whole package in one shot. Okay, to your customer, because the approach I feel that will be better if in the very beginning you combine